The Global Latin Factor Podcast.
Welcome you and all to another episode of the Global Latin Factor Podcast, where we talk about Latino everything. And today we have a very special show, like every single show, because every single person that walks in this place is very awesome, and we appreciate them. Today we have, originally from Denton, Texas, we have a group of 16 and 17-year-old teenagers making their community and family proud. We have Andy that plays bajo and bass, tololoche, and bajoloche, and on his free time, he plays the accordion. We also have guitarist Daniel, aka Danny, plays the 12-string guitar. He's also a singer. And we have Heido, also a 12-string guitar player. He sings, also currently singing, and he's learning how to play the bajo quinto.
Yeah.
Did I get everything right?
Yes,
I know
sir.
it was a lot.
Yeah.
Trips me out in his spare time. Practice the accordion. Ooh, Mr. Fancy Pants. All right. How y'all doing today?
Pretty good. How are you?
Yeah.
I'm doing great, man. Welcome to the podcast. Appreciate y'all stopping by.
Thank you for having us.
Dennis,
Pleasure.
a good drive, so I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we were trying to rush over here.
It was a pretty good
Y'all
drive.
did a great time.
We were
Thank you.
speeding all the way.
Don't speed on your way back.
My tire pressure went low too. We had to
That's
stop.
it. Probably the temperature. That's what it is.
Probably.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and start with a segment what I like to call Preguntas al Chile. So right now we have some graphics playing. If you have not subscribed to YouTube, I don't know what you're waiting for. You can check out the beautiful graphics that Carlos put together. Okay, here we go. We're going to start this way, and we're going to make our way that way. Okay, ready?
All right.
Tacos o tortas?
Tacos.
Ooh. That's a tough one. I'm going with torta.
Torta?
Torta.
I'm gonna go tacos. All the way.
Tacos. Okay.
Yale.
Corn tortilla or flour tortilla?
Corn.
I love both.
You love both?
I'll do corn. Corn.
Some people do flour in the morning, and in the afternoon they do corn, or the other way
Nah,
around.
they weird.
Yeah.
You can see who eats the most.
Nah.
You're pretty fit guy.
I'm fit.
What about yourself?
I
Heido?
go for flour. To be
You love
honest.
flour?
Yeah.
Okay. Gorditas o sopes?
Gorditas.
What's a sope?
What's a sope? It's like a picada. It's round with the beans on top.
I'm
and
just
they
going
have different
gordita.
stuff. Gorditas,
Gordita.
okay. Mexican coca. Oh, never mind. What about
También
you?
gorditas, to be
Okay.
honest.
Mexican coca o jarrito?
Mexican coca.
Jarito.
Mexican
Jarritos.
coca.
Coca. Okay. Agua de horchata, Jamaica o tamarindo?
Horchata.
Tough one.
Some tough questions.
Sometimes it depends on my mood between tamarindo and horchata. I think I'm going to go with horchata.
I love the Jamaica.
Horchata.
I don't even drink those type of drinks.
You don't?
No.
At all? Oh, so
Water.
good. Nothing wrong with
Water.
it. Agua natural. Plain simple.
Yeah.
Salsa verde o salsa roja?
Roja.
Verde.
Don't you
Tampoco.
I had a lady that was allergic to salsa.
Oh,
to chile.
really?
Yeah.
Really?
And she was a chef. She's a chef.
Oh, wow.
That's even crazy.
That's tough.
Yeah, it is. Menudo pozole.
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 Pozole. Okay. All right. Moving on to churros o flan.
Yeah, churros.
Flan. I love
Churros.
flan.
Churros.
I love flan.
Okay.
I don't like
Con Nutella.
I love flan.
Valentina, tapatio, Cholula sauce.
Oh. Valentina, I guess.
Valentina make my stomach hurt and the bathroom don't look too good after. I'm going to go with tapatio.
Tapatio. Good.
Valentina part.
Valentina. I like Valentina too. Okay, you know the little candy pops? The ones that have the chile and they have different flavors. Like they have the sandia, elote, mango. Which
Yeah.
one you like?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Which one?
Like the paletas.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
You know
never
how
had
they have
one?
the corn paletas con chile and the...
Oh, they have
they got the mango.
chilito.
Uh-huh.
I think it has like a corn on top, right?
One has a
One has
corn.
corn.
There's some there's
That's
sandia,
probably the
there's
one I've
mango.
ate, so I'm going to say corn.
Okay.
Go sandia.
I like sandia.
Like
Okay.
sandia. Okay. And the conchitas, the breads. Do you like the pink ones, the white ones, or the brown ones?
The brown ones.
White ones.
White ones.
They do have different flavors.
Yeah. They
I didn't
do.
know that. I have to Google it. Okay. And when you hear the word Latino, what comes to mind first when you hear that word?
I guess like everyone that's like Mexican, but not just Mexican, like Latin America and all that.
Okay. What about yourself?
I just think of Mexicans.
Mexicans?
Yeah.
Okay.
I get hate.
The whole community can say like, Whole Latin America.
I'm like, hey, we just got out of the studio here. This is our first week back. But yeah, you're right. It could be everything. And do you mind if anybody calls you Latino? Do you identify as a Latino? Do you care for the term?
Nah, I don't really mind at all.
Okay.
I don't really mind what people call me.
Me neither. You don't even hear it often, to be honest.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're in Texas. I think it's
Yeah.
kind of really difficult. But it's only here. Like, what the hell? Okay, so on your way over here driving, was there any questions that you're like, man, I wish he asked me about this or that? We're going to start.
I mean, you already know. I want you to ask my boy Andy right here how he started playing.
Okay, let me get with Andy. How did you start playing, Andy?
This is a long story.
We have
So-
plenty of time, bro. You can save some details, bro. You got
I'll
time.
say some details, but
Mhm.
definitely some tough times, you know. And it wasn't even a relationship, if I'm being honest.
Well, you had a major crush?
Nah.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a
it was
crush.
Yeah.
a talking stage,
Oh, it was a talking stage. Okay.
but a very long one.
Okay.
And like it just didn't work out. You know, found out some things that I knew from like I could guess that were happening, and I was
Mhm.
like, I found them out.
Yeah.
And then a bottle of Henny later, and then like maybe like 2 hours of sleep, and I joined the group. You know.
So you were, you could say you were heartbroken of what happened because you really liked her, and that led to you finding out about things that just didn't sit well. So you had to get it out. You drank a whole bottle of Henny.
Oh yeah.
Well, you should.
After the 3 swigs, it just feel like water.
Yeah.
It's just water.
And then you joined the group.
Well,
I don't know.
no, tell her how it is. So
Okay.
so I was going to. So first it was just me and him, right? Me and Jairo.
So y'all the two original.
Yeah.
ones that
So
started.
we
Porque comenzamos, él comenzó él solo, como él que he liked the regional music a lot, so he started playing it. Meanwhile, I started playing it from my house, and we saw que los dos nos gustaba lo mismo, so we started hanging out and practicing así poco a poco.
So y'all started hanging out and practicing together,
Ajá.
and then
Como
y'all the
Yeah.
original
un
ones.
día íbamos a la casa de él y
Ajá.
un día iba para nosotros y cambiamos.
So like ese día we were gonna practice in his house, and he
no, we
lives.
were gonna record, no?
Oh, we were gonna record our first song actually.
Right.
Ajá.
Yeah. So he lives close to me, so he was gonna give me a ride with my other cousin to go to his house, right? And while we were practicing is when he found out the news, you know.
Mm.
So then
Yeah.
when he came to pick me up, we invited him to come inside, like, hey, you know, just come in real quick, you know, for a second.
Right.
And then he saw us playing, and he got interested out of nowhere, and he picked up the bass because we had all the instruments,
Yeah.
and he picked up the bass right there, and I was teaching him a little bit, and then from there, I guess, after he got heartbroken that night, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess he just kept going with the bass. It was like crazy how it happened like on the same night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one night it just changed.
That
everything.
one night just changed everything.
Yeah. Was he pretty good immediately? Did he pick it up pretty
Yeah,
fast?
he picked it up pretty
Honestly,
quick.
yeah, he picked it
Yeah.
up really fast.
Apenas todavía ni cumple el año.
You're not even a year playing, bro. You already got it.
Yeah, I think on his first tocada he had 4 months only playing, right?
For real?
Yeah.
4 months?
And now you're playing the accordion. What else?
Tololoche.
Tololoche,
I know,
Majoloche.
I know a little bit of guitar. A little bit of guitar,
too?
yeah. What else?
And you just gifted musically.
I'm a
bro.
pretty good triangle player. Back in elementary, when that musical hit, it was my one noter. I was like, ding. Oh,
Great timing. So
Great
when,
timing.
So that's when your timing began, right?
Yeah.
You already know exactly. What
I used to play trumpet in 6th grade too. So
Really?
that's how like getting with all the music stuff. It wasn't that like hard for me. Like I struggled a bit because
Yeah.
guitars is like a whole new thing and like a trumpet and like, but I knew the notes and everything. Like the beats, I could stay on beat.
Yeah.
I could catch the beat more better. Like
I heard that before. That once you kind of sort of know one instrument, you kind of start familiar and you kind of
Yeah.
know the note.
Yeah.
You can kind of sort of try to mimic and get like the timing and everything.
yeah,
So that's pretty cool. So yeah, probably the trumpets will help you out.
trumpet definitely helped me
Yeah.
out.
See, you didn't probably want to do it then.
No.
Over here, like living your best life now.
Hey, tell him about the time your trumpet fell off the bus.
Oh, bro.
What?
It was like 6th grade. I was hyped. We was going on our field trip, our first field trip. This is the only reason I joined band because I wanted to go on field trips. I did not care about playing. I just
Yeah.
wanted to have fun, ride the rides at the amusement parks.
Yeah.
And then I was on my way over there, and like when I was coming off the bus, my trumpet case was always loose. Like the locks were always loose.
Mhm.
So as soon as I like stepped down, the whole thing just fell out.
Ouch.
And then one of the valves,
Yeah.
that thing got stuck, so I couldn't play. So I went to the amusement park. We went to Sandy Lake that day. We competed against all the other schools, and I was just like lip syncing, playing. Like I wasn't even playing. I was just like,
Are you serious?
I was just like that. I was like mimicking it until like in the middle of it, it actually like started like to go down, and I pulled it out because it wouldn't come out, but then it did come out because I just put a bunch of like grease in there.
Yeah.
Pulled it out, and I just like gave it this nice little like wipe it too, and just put it back in, and it would start. And I was like, I played the rest of the show, but the first half, I was just like a ghostwriter.
That's crazy. That's pretty cool that you played it off though.
I played it off somehow.
Pretty good in your feet. What about you? Any question you were wishing to ask you today? Anything?
I mean, not really for me, no.
No.
It was
What
just-
about yourself?
I don't think so. Neither.
Okay. Well, I have a lot of questions. Okay. So first of all, tell me about the name. So it's a Grupo Movimiento Exclusivo, right? That's the name,
Okay.
or is it Movimiento Exclusivo?
Well, there's like a story behind it, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, so should we say our first name like in middle school or no?
Yeah.
I guess.
Tell us your
So,
first name. What do y'all two used to go by?
So when we were like in
Es
middle
que es
school.
porque batallamos mucho para agarrar el nombre.
Yeah.
Because
Why you battle so much to get the name? Why?
Because there's a lot of groups, you know. So like
Yeah.
we would try to get ideas of other groups, but like it was just complicated. Just try to be original. You
Yeah.
can say. And so our first name was like
La clica del barrio.
Clica del
La
Barrio.
Clica del Barrio.
And we started off
Ah.
that is pues como we just like we thought that name was so cringy.
The gang of the hood.
Yeah. Y'all probably in that what's that music called? What I keep forgetting it right now. Los corridos alterados type face, but not really.
Se puede
Kinda.
decir.
I think it was like Correos Tumbados were barely.
Tumbados.
They were barely starting.
Sí,
right?
apenas estaban comenzando.
So y'all were probably riding the wave of like los tumbados.
Yeah, I
That's
remember.
that's
I
where we
remember.
started.
Yeah, when we started, you were writing a song one time, and it sounded like one of the Nivel Codiciado songs.
Yeah.
Like we were like still really beginners. When we were writing music, it sounded like other songs. But I mean, that's how we started.
Okay, so let's go back. When did y'all started playing? When did you started playing the instrument first? Like, what was your first instrument? When did you started playing your first
So
instrument?
my first instrument was the guitar.
Uh-huh.
So well, it was 2019.
2019.
Yeah, like maybe late 2019.
Yeah.
In December.
Yeah, around probably December, a little bit before. So I had a guitar that my grandma gave me, like a mini size guitar. Like it was
Yeah.
small.
Yeah.
She gave it to me when I was like little still.
Mm-hmm.
And I never used it, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, I never had like interest until like randomly, I don't know. I think I remember I wanted to play Las Mañanitas for my mom.
Oh, really? That's
yeah,
pretty cool.
for her birthday. And then from there also, I was catching a lot into Correos Tumbados.
Yeah.
And those were like a lot easier to play than like other songs.
Mm.
And I feel like from there, I just started to play with him. Cause,
What made y'all decide to get together and start playing?
well, we were like best friends, right?
Yeah, our friendship, you
'Cause
can say.
we like joined soccer and everything together. Like we were together and everything.
We've been knowing each other since like 7th grade.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then what was your first instrument that you picked up?
La guitarra también.
Okay.
Because antes, también en 2019, my brother antes tocaba la guitarra, pero así como just to play around. And I got interest over it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then I was getting into the movement of corridos tumbados también.
También.
Junior H and Nathaniel Cano and stuff like that. And that really like inspired me to try to learn like, some of their songs. And that's when I started picking it up more and more and more.
So y'all used to practice just together after school and different things.
Yeah,
like
for
that?
fun. You can say for
I mean,
fun.
we wouldn't even practice together. It was more like, hey, bro.
Just jam out.
It was
Yeah.
like, hey, bro, I learned this song. It's not that hard. You should try it. And then I would try it. And then I'll be like, oh,
Nos
yeah.
ayudábamos
Pretty
uno al
much,
otro.
yeah, we
Así.
just helped each other to slowly advance.
That's dope.
And we didn't even see ourselves like here.
Mhm.
We just kind of did it for like fun.
Okay, so then shortly after he had joined, when that happened, then y'all started taking it a little bit more serious because y'all went to play for a family member, right? Is that what
Well,
happened?
Well, it took a long time because
Yeah.
first we had another bass player
Mm-hmm.
from our school. And he didn't really last with us. That
Just like 3 days.
3 days.
Maybe like a week.
3 days.
It was that bad.
Yeah, he just wouldn't come to practice.
Oh, so
Yeah,
you
been
didn't have
watching
no
this-
passion for it.
Yeah, but I mean, we still continued. I mean, we were
Yeah.
beginners. It's not like we were like, oh, we have gigs. You have to
Yeah.
come to practice. It
Yeah.
was like, oh, if you don't want to, it's fine. But then,
But you have to have consistency if you want
Yeah.
to do it, you know, because I think you already have aspirations to try to do something with it, you know,
Yeah.
if you want to practice.
Yeah, so we kept doing that until we decided to make our first song, right? So I don't know if you want to share the story about the first song or not.
Okay, before you say the story about so the name, back to the
Oh,
name.
yeah,
So
yeah,
you were
yeah.
like Clica del Barrio, too cringy, you know, Tumbados kind of phasing out. So yeah, change it to, what is it?
So we went to Grupo Movimiento Exclusivo, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I remember whenever we did like for the song for Spotify and everything, like iTunes and everything, we just put Movimiento Exclusivo
Mm-hmm.
Because el grupo es como lo hace muy long. The name.
Too long.
because it's already long as it is Movimiento
is.
Exclusivo.
Way too long.
So at first we still present ourselves as Grupo Movimiento Exclusivo, but like online we were as Movimiento Exclusivo, and like until recently now we just decided like let's just scratch Grupo because it was way too long.
Too long.
Yeah, because you be at tocadas with the old heads and be like, okay, mira, nosotros somos Movimiento Exclusivo, ya nos pedimos. And you say Grupo Movimiento Exclusivo, be like, add us on Instagram. Add Grupo Movimiento Exclusivo, like, they're not going to type that whole thing in.
Yeah.
They're not going to type it in.
Yeah. Okay, so where did the idea of the name came from? How did y'all finally narrow it down to Grupo Movimiento Exclusivo first?
Because I remember he would get words out. I'll get words out. and
Yeah.
Did y'all use a name generator on Google? That one looks
después
cool. That
como,
one's it.
like,
Los de
como-
Denton. No.
Because you know all those names were popping like clave whatever or código esto.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
we wanted to be
We
original.
wanted to be different, which we were different.
So translation would be exclusive movement.
Yeah,
Exclusive movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, we have thought about changing the name before.
I suggested changing it to Grupo ME.
Yeah, but I feel like
Grupo ME.
Grupo
Yeah.
ME.
That sounds like a banda. though.
Movimiento Exclusivo.
yeah, it's
No.
short.
It's short and it's not just nice and
But at the
simple.
same time, I feel like we've already like started a lot. Like we've already progressed a lot as Movimiento Exclusivo. I feel like if we restarted, I mean, maybe it could slow us down. Or I don't know.
I like Movimiento Exclusivo, but Grupo ME, maybe.
I don't know.
But y'all do already have stuff registered
Yeah.
for Spotify
Yeah.
and things like that. So Movimiento Exclusivo, I
That
think
would
it's
be tough.
still it was still doable without the big. You just need the nice logo and the videos.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. Okay, so now y'all gonna drop the Grupo most likely just to make it easier. So Movimiento Exclusivo is where you're at now.
Yeah.
Okay. So when was the first gig that y'all all were together? Or was it y'all two first and then he came? Or was it
yeah.
all y'all together? at the
So
same time?
primero era yo y él. Tocamos en su 15. Que él
They-
tenía.
who?
Yeah, I
From
mean,
him.
so I turned 15 years old,
Uh-huh.
and we did like a little quinceañero,
Yeah.
and we played. It was our first time playing. So my uncle, he likes to do like DJ,
Really?
see for fun, you know.
What's his name?
His name is Armando.
I know a
El
lot.
Rayo de
What's his
Michoacán.
DJ name?
Oh,
El Rayo de
El Rayo
Michoacán.
de Michoacán.
Shout out. Shout out.
shout
Shout out.
Rayo
Rayo de
de
Michoacán.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he DJs.
So yeah, he liked to DJ. It's not like super professional, but
Yeah.
I mean, he still does it.
It's a job done.
Yeah, he gets to it, and he let us borrow his equipment. He had a lot of speakers.
Yeah.
And he just connected us. I mean, no, we didn't really know how to connect to a sound system.
Right.
He wasn't really sure,
Right.
but I mean, he helped us. Like he helped us, and then me and Jairo, we sang like we had like 2 songs planned
Three
to sing
songs.
or 3. We were gonna
What
sing
were the
them.
songs? You remember?
Era
Yeah. Dos
Lolo
botellas.
Félix.
Dos botellas.
Dos botellas de mezcal, Lolo,
Lolo
Félix,
Félix.
Los amigos.
No he cambiado.
Los Dos Amigos,
Y el envidioso.
El Envidioso, and then we played your song.
Ajá.
Yeah. So that was the first time. It was just me and him, and honestly, it was
It
more.
was so sketchy, I remember.
It was more for fun, to be honest, because it was just family, and it's not like we really had a full group yet. Like we were just kind of.
Así, tocando.
Whoa, you nervous still though?
Oh yeah, super nervous.
Big time.
Super nervous. We were in the room for like 30 minutes practicing.
Before y'all went out?
It was like my party, and I'm in the room
I
practicing.
remember I was in there with them. I was just
Yeah,
in there.
it's crazy how he was there to watch us.
I was
do all
there the
that.
whole time.
What were
but
you thinking?
I was like, I like this. Like, it's cool. Like, I like the guitars and everything, but I never saw myself being with
Yeah.
them. Like, if you would have told me like 5 months before I joined, I would have been like, no shot. I'm going.
So it was only 5 months before you joined that you were in the room
Yeah.
Actually,
watching them.
yeah, not even. Was it 5? Maybe less.
Might have been like 3.
Maybe 3.
Dang, that's
Three.
crazy. So yeah, So how long was party? What, maybe 15, 20 minutes the total time that y'all played that day?
Yeah, about
Yeah, por ahí.
Yeah. And then after that, when was the next one?
Era en my
Yeah, his
birthday party.
So y'all played. So that's
Ahí-
how y'all started little by little birthday
Mhm.
party
Yeah,
with family.
Porque ahí they my grandpa from my dad's side, he had a sound system. And he didn't want it no more. So nos los dio para nosotros por gratis so we can start gigs. And it was just like those like old equipments. They're like sound woofers. They just like plug in
With them big old ones, the big old speakers
Yeah,
too, right?
man, it had to be from like the
And then-
1990s.
and
Shout out to grandpa though.
Desde México. And then también para las voces era hecho de como cable, como with the copper cables.
Yeah, with the copper cables.
Y después you had to drill them in. Y después like from
old stuff.
Like a whole electrician degree to get to
Yeah,
that.
it's
Like,
When we were
Playing.
setting up, it would take long.
like on my
Sí.
resume, I could put part-time electrician,
Electrician.
and they believe it because like I've been through it.
And you're an electrician. You work a little bit on that too, right?
with my dad.
Pretty much he teached us, him and
Yeah,
his dad.
because porque my dad le sabía un poco porque his dad teached him. So él me comenzó a enseñar a mí
And
que
then your Theo
conectar.
too, right? Knowing a little bit about the DJing.
Yeah, but I mean, my tío was not involved in there at
Yeah?
all. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
So ahí teníamos nuestro equipo y después it was just one mic thing, right? We
I
had
think it was just one mic. And we would like share the mic. We would like, hey, scoot over. Hey.
my turn to do.
When was the first official gig that was not family? Even though it might have been
it was
friends of the family.
So de ahí agarramos un gig, una tocada de uno de mis vecinos que estaban ahí.
So your neighbors
Ajá.
hire y'all to play.
Sí,
What was that again though?
porque
It was far, right?
era como
Farmers
para no. My neighbor quería darle un surprise party for their mom. I was pretty sure their mom. Y después pues era creo que era por Carrollton, ¿no?
No,
I
it was
forgot,
farther.
to be honest.
It was really far. I remember it was like
Uh-huh.
an hour drive at least.
I think it was
Sí.
Farmersville.
No, that's
You
a
sure?
different one. Yeah.
No, Farmersville was the Razor, right?
No, that's
Tampoco.
not.
So it was an hour away.
Sí,
it was far. It was
estaba lejos. Y pues ahí fuimos a tocar con el sistema que usamos en my birthday party. Y ahí que ya teníamos como unos like 50 songs or like 40
yeah, I
songs.
remember. So they wanted an hour, and we only had like
Damn.
we had to practice like 15 songs,
We didn't have no repertoire.
and we didn't have like any repertorio at all. And we were like,
Pero nos animamos así.
we were like, let's go. We're not even sure if we're gonna have enough time, and we're like, they're trying to make time, all nervous. And then it's funny because we actually finished the hour, right? And they were like, hey, can y'all stay another hour?
We only got 50. We need another hour. We only got 50.
And we're like,
So repetimos las canciones la mayoría.
Yeah, I remember we
Pero
played.
después también
In
decían
the same order or different
no,
order?
different
just
order.
different. They wouldn't know. They were
Pero
trying to
no,
know.
different.
y en más,
already-
y en más preguntaban por otras canciones.
And
y
we were
después
just-
usualmente se les rifaba.
Yeah, we would try to just.
Because it's easier now, right? Because you can look at your phone.
Oh,
and
yeah.
sort of
It's much
go with it,
easier.
right?
Yeah, I remember we played Mi Piquito de Oro like 10 times.
That day?
Not 10
El
times, but like
centenario.
we played it so many times. I remember, we were playing La Yaquecita,
La
right?
Yaquecita.
And they were like, hey, play this one. Hey, pero no toquen La Yaquecita.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah.
So how do you feel though you get paid to do that
The
gig?
first day, it was like crazy.
Oh, I remember it now. We were there till like we were there for a fat minute. We weren't there for just for 2 hours. It was 3.
Was it 3?
Por ahí.
It was 3. They wanted another
No, es
hour,
porque
and
antes
then
cobrábamos bien cheap.
Yeah, it's because we only charged 120.
I remember this one guy was like,
Comenzamos con 120. Así. because
120 an hour at that time.
Sin pensar tanto about it.
this one guy kept asking for tumba. I was like, hey, play like Radicamos in South Central.
Yeah,
And then, but we were just sitting there looking at things like, hey, boys, it's like this, and this. And I was a beginner back then, so I didn't know what to do. I was like,
Well, yeah, it was only 4 months before you started.
I had no time, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna try, bro, and it's not gonna come out good, so I'll do my best. And
we
like,
pulled it off.
we pulled it off for like 15 seconds, and it just went downhill. But like, he still liked it.
I mean, they enjoyed it.
They enjoyed
I mean,
it.
I'm sure they
Sí
understood.
se miraba en este ambiente y después.
They were wait, didn't you go dance?
You're the one that be dancing with the guitar, right? In the dance floor sometimes?
I do that sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes.
Sometimes.
But didn't you leave the bass to go dance with one of the girls?
She just abandoned the job.
I think your dad
You're
was
throwing
the
him under
bass,
the
right?
bus, bro.
Bro, you threw
Yeah,
me under the bus, bro.
pretty much.
Is that what happened, bro? You left and went to
No, we
dance?
always throw him though. That's the
No,
thing.
they
Yeah, that's
got
what we always
me.
do to him.
They got me. It was one of the uncles.
Yeah.
And he literally took the bass off of me.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, go dance. I was like, bro, what?
And then my dad started
Hey,
playing.
whatever the
bass.
customer
I
was,
was
right?
like, no.
Okay, so now y'all get paid, and then y'all started getting more. So after that, y'all, you know what I noticed about y'all and y'all's gigs, at least on the blogs that y'all have. Y'all have a few blogs that I checked
Yeah.
out. Is that y'all always start off with maybe 2 hours, and then they're always one.
Oh, every
another
time.
Every
two,
time.
which is pretty cool though, because you know y'all get to make more money, and then if you didn't do a good job, they couldn't wait for you to leave and be on
Yeah,
your way.
there's a.
So,
It's just crazy. Like,
mhm.
I swear there's been gigs where we're like, bro, we played so bad. And then they're like, hey, can you play another hour? And we're like, what?
Like,
Or,
bro,
you
we
really
played
want us
so
to
bad, bro. Why?
Like we felt that we
Yeah,
played
we-
bad in some parts, but like como quiera, pues we just played through,
Mhm.
and people still ask for more hours. Yes, but they
Why you
surprises
felt
us.
like you play bad? Is it because you can hear?
Yeah, we
can
or
hear
You
it.
didn't practice that song
We
enough?
notice our mistakes. No, mainly I think is when people ask for songs and
y'all
we don't know
it.
them,
Y'all don't
but
know
we'll
them.
still try to play them for them.
Mm,
And like 80% of the time, it's not gonna go
It
well.
just goes downhill.
yeah. So y'all say something in the mic. Well,
Yeah, it's because
no la sabemos, pero la pidieron, así que la vamos a dar a ver qué.
it's because
We'll see
they
how it
ask for
comes
so
out.
many songs. It's embarrassing, honestly, to like keep telling them, oh, we don't know the song. Oh, we don't know the song.
So you just have to
So
try it
as
out.
soon as there's a song that we kind of could maybe get, we're just like, you know what? Let's try to like make the audience happy.
Yeah.
And
That's pretty
we've
cool.
pulled it off
yeah,
before.
we pulled a lot.
But there's also times where it goes bad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So what has been the most significant gig y'all had so far that y'all felt like, man, this is big. This is big time.
There's a couple.
Probably.
There's two.
For each might be
For
different.
each?
So let's start with you and tell me which one you feel like.
Well, it depends on like what you mean by significant. But if you mean like the biggest one,
Well, the one that you felt, the biggest and the one that you felt the best out of. Like, man, this feels pretty good.
well, probably the biggest one was definitely Seagoville. Right?
Seagoville, that was
We went
crazy.
to play at the Seagoville Flea Market
Mm-hmm.
because we played in the Denton Flea Market.
Yeah.
And we made a TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to do the TikToks, and they would get like a little bit of views, right?
Sí.
They would
No,
kind of
y-
get there. And
that
then
one-
that
blew
one,
up.
it blew up. Like, it got 30,000 likes, right?
It's
Dang,
like 100.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
150
I mean, we were like,
something
what?
views.
And there was so many comments that like, hey, when are you going to come to Seagoville and everything? And we were not to the level that we are right now, but we're still a little bit beginning.
Uh-huh.
So we were like, bro,
So,
this feels pretty cool.
Yeah.
Lo teníamos en mente.
So,
Of going over there.
So that
And
was-
so my dad did a call. Y después ahí se comunicaron con la the owner that owns Seagoville.
That freaking Seagoville Pulga got big.
what?
That thing is huge
It's
now.
funny because when we got there, the guy told us he was like, hey, when 2 hits, because we're supposed to play from
It was 12 to 2, but
And-
he said like since it was como días festivos, he pretty much underestimated us.
that was because
saying
the
that-
heat, right?
The heat is pues like the amount of people that were gonna go. Según that there wasn't gonna go mucha gente. Y después que ellos pensaban que como si no había mucha gente, que es mejor to finish early.
Yeah, so he told us pretty much like, hey, we don't know if the people are gonna stay. Y'all can leave early, and I mean, it kind of seemed like he was underestimating us.
Mm-hmm.
And then so we played from 12 to 2, and we had like a big crowd, right?
Mhm.
And we were still supposed to play from
Hasta las 4.
3 to 4, right?
Ajá.
Or was it?
No, cueste 4:30. Es
Yeah.
cuando dijeron they had to stop. Because después de ahí la gente se pone bien loca.
Yeah. So we went to get like lunch real quick, and we came back, and the whole crowd was still waiting.
For real?
Like everyone,
Yeah.
I think it was even more full. Like
Yeah, it got more full.
we started back up again, and just more people kept coming.
Ahí después mi mamá, like, she was estaba abajo con la gente y están de, hay que agarrar comida y regresar.
So how long did y'all play then until?
We played there for like,
To like 5.
Yeah, we left at 5.
Yeah.
we played there for
And
like 5
it-
hours.
It was bad.
Oh.
Well, it was not bad, but it was like crazy. We had never gotten such a big crowd.
Really?
I mean, we've had big crowds, but that was definitely the biggest.
I
Like,
seen some of the videos somebody posted on YouTube with y'all, and then people was.
it was
dancing,
that
was
one.
dancing.
Yeah.
Someone was doing the Russian dance, bro. I swear.
They
He
were
was doing
dancing.
jumping jacks and everything. I was like, bro.
Yeah.
Y
So
después
that,
ahí estaban como todos los drunk uncles enfrente.
They
asking
were
for
right there.
songs.
They're the ones that were dancing. Like,
yeah.
get them down.
So that one for me was definitely like the one I feel like was the biggest. And also like, it was pretty cool, honestly, playing for a big crowd.
Yeah.
They would come up to you and like, you finish a song, and like 5 people came like, hey, play the song, play the song, play the song.
Mm-hmm.
And we couldn't do all of the songs. Like they were asking for so many songs, and
Yeah.
hey, can you send a shout out to this and shout out to that? That was like the first times where I felt like, oh, we're getting somewhere, to be honest. I mean,
That's
like
dope.
it felt cool, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about yourself?
The biggest one was Sigo, but my favorite one was Bandas y Trocas.
Oh,
yeah.
That was my
Okay.
favorite one.
We
We'll
have
go
a-
back and touch up on that one because I got
Okay.
some questions about that one. What about you?
The group.
También the biggest one también era Seagoville.
Yeah.
Ajá.
And then your favorite?
Favorite one también Seagoville.
Yeah.
Sí.
Okay. Let me ask you about Bandas y Trocas because
That's a crazy experience.
that was a little. We were getting a little upset because
I got a long story.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna narrate it. Tell me how it went. So y'all went. Yeah, we're gonna play for a few of the truck clubs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Con Primos
Primos,
Trucking.
and then
Los
Ballers World Truck?
Ajá.
Well,
Ballers.
we had an agreement
Yeah.
with one of the guys from Bandas y Trocas, like one of those.
with the
top
with the
guys.
main
Yeah,
guy,
yeah,
with
top
the main
guys.
guy.
We had an
que-
agreement that we were gonna go play as a giveaway group. Like they were gonna give us to one of the truck tents just so
Sí.
we could play 30 minutes for free there.
Mm-hmm.
And as the day came on, they were like, "Hey, we're gonna shoot a promo video with y'all, so and like we can promote it and everything." And we were waiting, and nothing ever came up. So then I was like, "Hey, bro, text the guy again." 'cause
Hey,
if
and
not-
keep in mind, we never bought tickets because he told us we were gonna get it for free
yeah, we were gonna get it for
because
free.
we were gonna be in his raffle, so we were gonna get in for free.
So we
Yeah.
were waiting for, and then I told Hyra, I was like, "Hey, bro, text him," and he texted him, and no response. He left us on scene. I was like, "Hey, text him one more time." No response. He left us on scene. I was like, "Bro, I'm gonna handle this, bro." I texted him.
The long story.
The long
yeah.
paragraph.
Yeah.
I made
This-
sure that he read my mind. I put dirty words. I put everything. I was like, "You gonna see this?"
And this was like the Friday before Bandas y
Yeah.
Trocas. It was like
Mhm.
one.
And I was like, "I expect the number. If not, we done." I was like, just some relationship stuff. We done. We over with. I'm broken up with you if you don't give me this. And then he sent a number, and I was like, "Oh, cool." He actually like read it. Then we called it. Didn't we call it?
Yeah.
And then he was.
He ended up not responding.
not
And so
responding at all.
we ended up agreeing and just pulling up either way.
Yeah, we
'cause-
were like, we're just gonna get
But
there.
after that, after he didn't respond, I sent him a dirty text and I left.
Another 30
I had to
seconds.
send him a dirty text.
And what you remember saying that little bit of your mind also? Just
Oh
a
yeah,
little
I
more?
read my mind
Yeah,
off
'cause
too.
we were really frustrated because
So was he one? Because a lot of these people that like are
It's
part of these
'cause-
shows, they claim they're part of, but they're really not.
Well,
you know what I
we
mean?
were
That's
texting
because
the
porque
official
I
account.
texted the Bandas y Trocas account. Like it was like 3 or 2 months before the actual thing was gonna happen, or 4 actually. And he ended up responding to me. He's like, "Oh yeah, y'all can be the giveaway group and stuff like that as an idea." And I was asking him questions or like, "Oh, how are we gonna do this and stuff
Mhm.
like that?" And so, "Oh, y'all gonna just play for the winner of the truck groups all around." And that's how we had it in our mind. And I asked him if we are gonna have to buy tickets to get in there, and he said no.
'cause it was
like-
pricey to get
Yeah.
in.
No,
was
and
pricey.
then
They were
be-
not cheap tickets.
because that he told us that we're gonna get in free,
So quedamos bien confiados sobre eso. Y
and then we
después-
got the gig with Primos.
Ajá, y
So
después
los primos
agarramos con los
trucking.
primos porque
Shout
nos,
out to them homies. Shout out a los primos.
Ah.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to
porque nos
Primo.
preguntaron, nos preguntaron que si íbamos a estar ahí, y dijimos que sí, like we're down. Y después pues que ya al mero día, los meros como los primeros 3 días antes que comenzara todo,
Yeah.
y we started to feel the pressure, como que si se va a hacer o no, o
Yeah.
como que está pasando stuff.
Y'all
like
was
that.
stressed out. I seen you.
Yeah.
You over here like this. I'm like,
I was stressed.
what the hell?
We were gonna.
You over there a little upset. And you over there like, what the hell is going on?
Oh, we were mad.
I think you were working, weren't you? No, you weren't
Yeah,
working.
yeah,
there,
I think I was.
Yeah.
on
and
the
then-
Friday you had taquiza, no?
Y después
Yeah, you had a tequila, I think.
Y después we ended up coming con los primos. Y después I have a cousin called Arnett. Shout out from over there.
Yeah.
Pero ella también le gusta las trocas.
Mhm.
So she was thinking of she could help us bring the equipment inside and us being inside with her or something like that. Or with los primos.
Mhm.
Pero ellos dijeron que ya tenían sus trocas ahí adentro. So no teníamos forma de cómo entrar.
You didn't have.
Ajá.
So they had already their station, their trucks,
Uh-huh.
and you were still
And then
trying
my
to get
cousin
in.
was thinking of helping us to get inside, but it was too much equipment to put inside in her truck, and all of us getting inside, so it was gonna be
So-
difficult.
So what we decided was,
You go drive over there.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
drove
so we-
with my dad.
With all the equipment.
Yeah.
My dad drove us all the way over there, and then we saw porque si se hace la línea todo bien.
The line is like huge.
Ajá.
Like it's freaking
Y
far.
después nos ponimos en la línea para entrar. Y después we were
Nah,
like,
we went to the parking lot first.
No,
yeah,
you
we're
drove
parking lot.
way up in the front. All the way
At
to
the-
the
at the
front. I seen the
beginning,
vlog. Don't lie to me.
No,
I seen
at
the
the beginning, we went to the
So y'all
parking
tried
lot.
3 times, right?
Oh yeah.
No, we went to the park. We tried first time. We came back. We were like, oh, bro. So like, and then the second time we came back again. We went up there, and they were like, no, like.
yeah, es
for
porque
sure.
hablamos con un señor que like como, que he was supposedly one of the organizers
Ajá.
from de ahí. And we were telling him about like our stuff and we showed him the messages. Y después pues he just like con el walkie-talkie así, no sé qué está diciendo. Y, pues,
No, I remember he was on the walkie-talkie, and we told him our name.
Oh,
We're like,
yeah.
hey, our
Oh,
name's
my
Movimiento Exclusivo. Tell him that, cause like you told us we were gonna get it for free. And it's like, ¿tienen un grupo ahí que se llama Movimiento Alterado? I was like, bro, oh my god, how you gonna mess that up? Bro? I looked at him, bro. I wanted to throw something at him, bro. I was like, bro,
Yeah.
that's the problem.
That's how you know he didn't care at all. Like
he said that like 3 times and we repeated our name for like 4 times.
So he's like, just whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
it was just
Yeah.
whatever. Like, and
Man.
I was like, all right. I see how it is.
And then we went back to the parking lot like losing hope. Yeah.
And we
then-
literally started planning how we're gonna carry all our equipment.
I
from
saw that
parking lot to
on vlog.
Uh-huh.
Y'all were getting the stuff out of the
Yeah.
truck already,
We're
getting ready to
getting
go
ready.
Uh-huh.
walk it inside, right?
We're getting
Yeah.
ready to like. We
Y
were
después,
planning.
después eros like como media milla que teníamos que caminar.
Dang.
Y después más para llegar con los primos era
Oh,
like,
it's far. It was
anything
far
for work.
Where was it at? What's the Speedway?
Yeah,
Texas Motor
Texas-
Speedway.
Texas Motor
And
Speedway.
it's the Fort Worth.
And forward.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what happened that? Because somebody brought some news that they were gonna like take you there. What happened?
So his dad.
Uh-huh.
So our plan after we tried, we just gave up. We were like, we're just gonna have to walk all the stuff in. The gates didn't open until 12. We were like, we'll just walk everything in at 12. And then his dad walked over there first, and he actually found the main guy,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
like the main organizer, right?
Uh-huh,
Metal,
main
metal.
organizer.
And
That's
so,
the one y'all were messaging.
Yeah.
So
Según.
we think we were.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's the one. And we were unloading the things. We were getting them on a dolly and everything ready to go.
Yeah, because we brought a dolly too.
Just in case that happened.
Yeah, yeah.
And then his dad calls us. They're like, hey, I just talked to the main guy. Like, they're going to let us in. We're like, no way.
We got so happy.
Bro.
No, we
Shout
started
out-
packing up so fast.
Shout out
Yeah.
Jose Harrow's dad. Shout out.
Shout out to my dad.
And then
That's
finally,
what
y'all
we
got
said.
VIP treatment.
Oh, yeah.
Because somebody stole the guy's cart. Somebody stole his freaking cart. And then he was riding with y'all.
That moment was
to get
crazy.
inside,
'cause
right?
después
Oh,
ahí-
Jairo was driving?
I was driving at that point. Después we skipped the whole line.
The whole line.
We got gold pass. Like
Nah,
the highest
y
ticket there was.
después pues my dad talked to the
Está
guy
con el
that
grupo,
like,
está con el grupo. Ese grupo es-
Everyone on the radio was like, they're with the group. They're with the group. Everyone move out the way.
And
I was like, guys, if anyone asks, we're Comando
With the
Único.
group.
We're Comando Único.
Comando
Just say that.
And it was funny because there was these cops in the entrance. When we got there,
They were
like,
so aggressive
Yeah, they were
for
like,
some
go away,
reason,
go away. You
reason.
can't come here. You can't come here. And we were like, no, we're just trying to ask a question. Go away, go away.
Ajá,
And then-
hasta que les hablé bien y después they talked to me back and
But
said,
they
oh
pretty
no, you
much-
gotta do this.
Yeah, they still told us to just go away.
Yeah.
And then
They
like,
just hired, bro,
yeah,
security.
like
They just
an
wanted
hour
to
later, maybe an hour
Yeah, for
later,
an hour later.
they're trying to stop us again. And then the guy's like, no, they're the
They're
group.
like,
They're
get
the
out
group.
the way. They're the group.
Yeah,
And they
yeah,
just
después
moved
solo
out
se
the
quedaron
way.
como-
They were like, oh,
I'm like, what's
okay.
up, bro? That whole traffic.
Yeah.
Okay, so finally y'all get all the way in. The guy finds his cart, and then y'all make it to where y'all need to be.
Sí.
And y'all with Los Primos at
Con
that
los
time?
primos.
Yeah.
First?
So we were just happy to get in, honestly. It was we were only going to play for Los Primos
For like 2 hours.
1 hour actually
No,
first.
it was gonna be 1 hour. Yeah,
1 hour. And so we were just there, right?
No, what they had in mind is that we were gonna lose money because we had to pay for the
You had to pay
tickets.
to get in.
Yeah.
We paid for the tickets, and their intent, that all they had on their mind was we're gonna
making
lose
it
money.
back.
And I was like, nah, we gotta like hustle, like we gotta hustle it out.
Yeah.
So literally, as soon as we got there, he went with his girl, and then
You disappeared with your girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just me and
Be
him.
like,
me and Jairo, like,
We
that's
were
what
thinking of setting up como en un lugar que está como
Yeah.
todo así vacío and there's a lot of trucks
just
around.
to play for tips.
Just to play off tips. A ver
Yeah, but I
cómo que
hooked you
podemos
up.
agarrar. But we...
no, you were with your girl. We saw on the
Nah,
blog, bro.
hear me out,
So-
hear me out.
Anyway.
Pero después al último we came back y después que nos dice que el grupo que his girl's cousin is on.
Uncle.
Hooked us
Uncle.
up.
Yeah.
See, he was networking, bro. He
Yeah,
wasn't with his
yeah.
girl.
You see, I was doing the deal.
He said that we can play at their tent.
He was
And
networking
so we
at the
just,
gift shop whenever he was walking with matching shirts. In there.
Oh, yo, like Okay, so finally, y'all get that first gig with one of the tents.
pero con los de Primo iba a ser como más tarde.
At 3,
So, por ahí, I
And
forgot.
we played for-
Y después, pues, al último fuimos con el otro truck group.
Yeah.
Y
What was their name?
Ballers
The
World.
Ballers World.
Oh, the Ballers
yeah.
World.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ajá. Y después de ahí comenzamos a organizar y todo eso. With the heat, it was really hot that day.
It was like
hot.
100, bro. Like
Was that last year?
no, it
No,
was this.
it's-
It was like a few months ago.
It was
a few months
on
ago?
May.
Yeah, it was already hot, but it wasn't like 110
No,
hot. So
No, yeah, at least it wasn't.
and then the
110.
concrete and everything, bro, it
Sí.
feels a whole lot hotter.
Y después
It
we
was
were all
super
like dressed
tight.
up. We were all dressed
We
up.
were-
yeah, we had our
I
dress
know,
shirts
yeah,
and
Dressed up,
everything.
and we were so tight because like we
Uh-huh.
were playing it. It was so close.
So like our space era como de este colchón para acá casi.
That's it.
and
uh-huh.
these two were in front. I was just in the back. I was just admiring the view.
Yeah,
I
we
guess,
were about
just
to tell
the
to
cables
just-
and everything. The speakers were like in the middle of like trucks, and it was like bad, but we got it done somehow.
That's cool.
And it's crazy how we played 1 hour and then they asked for another hour.
That's for another one.
So then when they asked for another hour, we were like, oh man, we're like actually making money now. Like we're not a negative anymore.
That's what's up.
And we came in with only 1 hour
Mhm.
of employment, and there we just did 2, right? And then when we
went
finished our
to
2
con
hours,
los primos.
yeah.
Y después que terminamos 1 hora. Y después que pidan otra hora. Y después que
So yeah,
pidan
got
otra
4.
hora.
So we
they
ended
had
up
5 hours.
we
5
played
hours.
5 hours,
played 5
and we
hours.
were
Played
coming
5
in.
hours.
So we came in at negative money, and we ended up playing 5 hours, which we know.
Yeah.
We
and-
enjoyed it, to be honest. Like,
And then y'all got to see all the trucks, and then y'all got to see
Sí.
some
Yeah.
people performing, right?
Yeah,
Who
we
was
saw
performing?
Comando Único.
Comando Único.
Comando Único, yeah.
El grupo.
And that was the real group. The real group. The
We
real
were
group.
Comando Único.
We're the
Hey,
group,
they
though.
deserve it, bro.
We were Comando Único
We're
until
the
they
group.
got
We're
there.
the group.
Until
though.
they got
We're
there.
the group.
They deserve it. I don't. Those events give me the things. I don't like to be associated with unless I'm part of that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where I can be walking around like I don't have to. That I don't like all this stuff. What I respect out of y'all though is y'all persistent to keep at it and get there and make the money. You know, because you could easily been discouraged, especially after he is not answering your messages. You give him a whole book and still, even though he gives you the number, feel like you're doing, he still ignores it, which is not cool. At the end of the day, it's bad business. But finally, they made it up for y'all and y'all got in. But the persistence of y'all getting in, I was like, man, are they gonna get in or not? Because I was watching the blog, and like, damn, hell yeah, they got it in. I'm like, man, that's why I don't like to be associated with certain events, because I'm like, man, I don't like that. Unless I'm part of it or they paying me or I'm organizing it, I don't care to be part of it. But I see that I have to do your hustle. But there was a flyer, somebody gave you a flyer of somebody for future events. Anything come out of it?
Ahí, not yet.
It's for next year.
It's
right?
for next year.
Yeah.
Porque el señor es un...
You better start communicating right now.
Yeah.
We got his
Hey,
number.
have
We got
something
his
in
number.
writing, bro.
Like
Have him send you something in writing that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Because all this stuff and back. Yeah, I know that's how we work as Mexicanos. But at the end of the day, if you have it here, bro, like, hey, this is what I got, bro. Like, don't bother
Well,
me.
the guy wasn't even Mexican, right?
No, era
Whoever
Bolívar.
it is.
Bolívar.
Sí,
So,
y después como lo escuchamos que estaba hablando con los de los primos,
Yeah.
because they were like the main organizers de
Yeah.
todo eso, porque ya sabían cómo es la gente.
What was their name?
I forgot, to be honest.
I remember the flyer though.
I
They
just
do a
remember
big show.
I
It was a
They do
big
a
truck
big truck show.
show. At the
it was
AT&T Stadium, yeah.
the summer trucking algo, I forgot.
It was at the AT&T Stadium. They were gonna have Energy Boys playing.
Really?
Y después nos
Yeah.
estaban diciendo los precios, cuánto
They told us
cuestan.
how much Energy Boys cost. My mouth dropped to the floor. I was like,
I can kind of guess.
I was
how
like,
much
that's
they
what
charge.
we make times like.
How much you think they made?
For those shows. I think they're probably about 30 to 40,000. Mas? Get outta here.
80K for
80K.
los
We're
Energy
exposing
Boys.
them right now, bro.
Yeah, we just exposed the secret.
It could have gone up more, but
No, they said Coran 120, but they got him down at 80K.
That's crazy. How you negotiate $40,000?
I was like, how do you negotiate 40K, bro?
No,
That-
but it's because they're like really involved into
not only
into
that,
stuff.
but then you think about it, like whoever gave them the price is probably their man. Y'all learn this in the business whenever. Okay, so it starts off with whoever the manager is, whoever it is, they start off with a price like the 120, which is the manager price. But he has it to where the Energy Boys probably are going to get 50 to 40,000.
Yeah.
But the other 30,000 are going to go to the
manager.
management or whoever else. So that's how it works. So yeah, I'm pretty sure negotiating down, it's nothing to him. Like, okay, I'm only gonna make 30,000. I would have. I mean, at least I shot for the 120,
Yeah.
but I got the wiggle room to where if I don't get it, then they're still gonna. Yeah, I'm still gonna get paid, and they're gonna get that. They don't know what that guy made. He just knows that they're gonna get booked, and they're gonna get their 40, 50,000. Period. That doesn't matter, and that's how it works. So you can see how you
Pretty
negotiate that.
But yeah, we ended up talking to him y después le agarramos el phone number y dice we're gonna stay in contact ya para el siguiente año porque él según hace eventos grandes
Yeah.
y después miro que con la raza hay muchos como mira el ambiente que da y después pues el dinero que puede generar over la raza.
His name was Josh.
Josh.
I heard
Shout
that
out
name.
Josh.
I heard that name.
Yeah, I got him on the contact owner for truck event contact to open in 2023.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
y'all start
contact.
like connecting like Americans do
Yeah.
paperwork and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So y'all set with that part. Make sure y'all get it secure, get the paper, and then so that way I don't have to run into it. But again, the hustle, the to keep going and trying to get in, that's respectable. So big shout out to y'all.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so now y'all have 3 original songs that y'all have on Spotify. Kind of or no? Why are you shaking your head like it's not true?
Nah, they're 3 original songs.
Yeah, they're original.
One of the ones, the melody sounds kind of familiar a little bit. I think it's Me Va Mejor. I think it has a familiar melody. I couldn't really put my finger in it, but it kind of sounded a little bit like something I heard before.
Copyright.
Nah.
Well, I know nothing about that, Hyro.
Plagiarism.
Okay, so tell me about Me Va Mejor. Who wrote that one and where y'all recorded?
I wrote it and we recorded it at my house.
Okay, what was the inspiration on that song?
Break up. Break up.
I was at a broken cup.
You were broken hearted too?
Is that how we all started?
Nah.
Nah.
Just me and you.
Nah.
Yeah, have that in
color,
common.
color.
Yeah. So that's you wrote it, you recorded it, and y'all did all that production, everything.
It's
y'all
funny
did that.
because we didn't have any equipment at all.
Really,
We did it on the phone.
Yeah, we
What?
did it on the phone. On my phone, we did it on my phone.
you did it on your phone.
So pretty much agarraba un speaker que teníamos, era
Yeah.
como para karaoke.
you had a karaoke.
It's like
speaker.
that speaker almost.
Casi como este. Y después pues solo conectaba el
The bass and the guitar.
el basic guitar. Y después ponía mi teléfono en un escritorio y después le ponía como pillows todo around y después como una roca atrás para que se quedara el teléfono.
So you use your phone as a microphone?
Yeah,
to
no,
cap-
era como lo que grabé
Well,
todo.
it did everything. We had GarageBand on the phone,
GarageBand.
and we did it without any like professional.
Ah,
It was not
Y
professional
después
at all.
pues solo acercábamos el speaker donde estaba el teléfono para que agarrara todo el sonido que había que tener. Y después le poníamos play y después tenía es a timer, so like 1, 2, 3 and then you start playing. And so we pretty much had to time everything y después like agarrar todo perfecto. Y después once we got the sounds good and then later that day I did the voice and just put like pillows all around me para que no
You sing to the phone?
Yeah, sing to
Really?
the phone.
I didn't even know you could do that.
It was
kind of funny, but
No, it was freaking ingenious that you're able to do that. That's pretty
I mean,
cool.
the quality was not there, but I mean, honestly, for starting, like
for starters,
we
it
were
wasn't
proud
that
of it.
bad.
There's a lot of people that don't have songs on Spotify, even if they try, and y'all got it there.
Yeah.
And on YouTube. So
But we
again,
ended
you're right. The sound is not there. I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, it's the greatest things, but the idea and the fact that y'all were able to do it through your phone and get it on Spotify is pretty cool. So yeah, give yourself some credit, but yeah, you do need to invest in the production on an actual studio or invest in the equipment to get your sound up.
Yeah, later on the
Yeah.
year, he ended up getting an interface. So like to start getting recordings as the audios and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he had a MacBook, and then that gives you more. It's more
More
accessible.
variety.
Yeah, you got all the plugins
So-
and what you had, GarageBand still? Or you had
GarageBand.
something else?
Garage. So that's how.
Because that's what
then-
we sabemos usar más GarageBand.
Mm-hmm.
Because no sabemos tanto
Yeah.
de grabar.
So
de
that
grabar.
leads into Tu.
Dude,
So
that's
that,
the other song you
so
had.
that I wrote that song,
You wrote that song.
and then
What was the inspiration behind it? Hey, wait up. I don't know.
I mean, I wasn't heartbroken, but I mean, I
You
like
were in
some.
love
Yeah,
a little bit.
and
That's what's
I
up.
felt like I was getting ignored. But I mean, I don't think I was heartbroken.
Nah, you can say that. You can say that.
But like, you say he was ignored. He wasn't heartbroken.
I'm not gonna throw you under the bus.
I
Trying to
really
holler over
wasn't
here.
heartbroken.
Nah, he threw me under the bus. You were heartbroken, bro.
I wasn't heartbroken.
Okay, so you wrote that one, And then where did y'all record that one?
So
We recorded that in his house.
So we barely had the equipment. I was trying to learn how to use it.
Right.
And again, we really did not know how to use it. But like I tried to do my best. We used the mic that was like for the tocadas. Like it was not even professional for like the studio. And again, the quality was not. It was a little upgrade from the other one.
Yeah.
But it still was not the best quality.
Porque no sabíamos cómo moverle, como reverb.
But I mean,
y todo
we
eso.
just got it out. We were like, oh yeah, we're excited. Oh, my song.
A ver, it blows up. Normal.
SoundCloud rapper did it. Why not?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. And y'all have it on SoundCloud too, right?
Yeah.
And all platforms.
Yeah, all platforms.
Yeah.
Okay, and then viene Siempre.
And I wrote that one.
You wrote that one? What's the inspiration?
That was-
like, wait, why are you asking that
From
question?
Broken Cutter. In love.
What was the inspiration
From
behind
broken
that
to
one?
in love.
From a girl
You-
that I'm talking to right now.
Oh, so that was you were already heartbroken and everything. Now you got a new something.
We was all heartbroken. Now we all tied up now.
Oh, so you're all tied up now.
You tied up.
I'm the only one. Actually, I'm the only one.
Well, I got a surprise for mine next week.
Oh.
So
It's
surprise.
gonna be after we're gonna have release it probably in 2 weeks, so she's
So-
gonna hear it later.
So
You
by
want-
the time this goes out,
Now, you
well,
can-
if you want to wait in 2
I
weeks,
don't think she'll go through the whole interview, but like
Yeah.
you can go ahead and release
if
it.
she loves you, she will. If she really likes you, she
waiting,
will
I'm
watch the
waiting.
whole
You
thing.
be watching.
Hey, that's the thing though. You can do it right here. Like, watch the whole thing.
Exactly.
Right now,
Like,
like,
you gotta
okay,
watch
this-
the whole
So
thing.
what do you got to
And
tell
el
her?
minuto es like,
No, I'm not gonna tell her the minute. I'm like, you gotta watch the whole thing, and you can find out what's going on.
So you have a very special message for her. As if she watches the whole interview, you have something to tell her later. So she will, once she gets to this part, she will get a hold of you, so that way she will know something's coming up.
Oh, yeah,
How about that?
something's coming up.
So you make sure you watch wherever you are. Watch the whole thing. It's
Gotta
gonna be
watch
worth
the
your
whole
time.
thing, watch the whole thing.
While we get our views up. I mean. Okay, so now you is somebody important to you. You wrote the song. You recorded right with his house as well.
no, I
No.
recorded it in my
At
house.
your house this
So
time.
I gave him all the equipment that I had.
Porque he had a MacBook, pero mi hermano tiene un MacBook también.
Uh-huh.
Y so en solo conectar como un plugin and
Yeah.
just use the same equipment. And I just did it on my house. Except that this time we actually got a recording microphone.
You did.
Y después como casi como estos,
Mm-hmm.
como para taparle el sonido.
It's
I forgot
It's
how
a
to
pop
popper.
filter.
It's a
Yeah.
pop filter.
Y después pues, that's what I would just use and just to record.
Yeah.
And that one actually sounded alright. It
Yeah.
wasn't that bad, to be honest.
Okay. Before I get to the other question. Okay, so you have some collabs, and you did Mi Nuevo Camino and Adios with Alta Sexta,
Yeah.
right? So how did y'all met them?
He knows them more.
Yeah, so there's this guy called Alexis. Shout out Alexis if you're watching. So when we started school, our freshman year,
Yeah.
he would kind of hang out with us, but he never ended up in the group. But I know he also wanted to play.
He wasn't the bass guy that got dropped. after
No, it
3
wasn't
days,
him.
huh?
It wasn't him. No, so then he had his own group, which was called Los de la A.
Mhm.
But that stayed already behind. And he joined this new group with these other guys that we had talked to before, like through Instagram. And then one day he told me, like, hey, do you want to make a song together?
Yeah.
Because they made, I think, 1 or 2 songs.
1 or 2.
And I recorded them for him because I knew a little bit.
Mm.
And I mean, they didn't know at all. So I was like, I mean, I can offer you what I know, but
From our
it's not going to be
experience.
perfect, but
Yeah.
I can help you a little bit. So yeah, they came. And then one day he was like, hey, let's make a song. And I was like, okay. And I just told the guys, like, hey, is it cool if I write a song with him? And yeah, I think you came over to my house, right?
I was busy that day.
Yeah. So Andy came over and we just wrote the whole song right there, like in an hour probably.
That's dope.
And
It's a
then,
jam session.
yeah, we were just like jamming. We were like freestyling and stuff. And we were like, oh, that sounds good. Put that. And we just kind of made it like just like relaxing, kind of having fun, to be honest.
Yeah. And that's for both of them, for Mi Nuevo Camino y Adios.
So I think that was for Mi Nuevo Camino, right? That was the first one, right?
Yeah.
And then for Adios, I think it was just me and him, right?
Yeah,
I think he just
I
came
wasn't
over to
there.
my house, and when between both of us, we were just like making lines.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it was not as like relaxed as that one. It was a little bit more like, okay, that doesn't sound too good. But again, we got it together just at my house, and we just recorded it at my house. And I mean, he's been working a lot on music. He enjoys making music, so
That's what's up. That's pretty cool. Oh, remind me again, how old are you? Started with you.
I'm
'Cause you're
16.
fairly young. So 16?
I'm 17.
You're 17?
16.
You're 16. So y'all are still fairly young. So you have a long ways to go. But it's pretty cool, though, how y'all managed to get to Tacos y Trocas and then like, record on your phone. That's pretty dope. So what about videos? Any videos that you have coming up? I know you have blogs. I know you made TikToks and different, but when is like after you have a song that you feel the quality is where it needs to be, when are you gonna have like a video? Y'all need a videographer. And then get one of your homies that likes the camera.
We got a
follow you
homie
around.
that used to be our videographer.
Then what happened to him?
Armando, where you at?
He fell in
bro?
love
He
too.
gone.
Oh, actually,
Armando used to be our videographer.
man. I mean,
And he was pretty good.
yeah, but I mean, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Shout out
Well,
Armando.
yeah, shout out Armando.
We'll leave it at that. I hope he's good.
Oh no, he's good.
Oh, he's good.
He's locked up too.
Oh,
He got-
Fake news.
Locked in.
Locked in.
okay. Well, he in love.
He in love.
right
Locked
now.
in. Not locked
So
up.
yeah, I mean that would be pretty cool if you get, but get y'all's money together. Some of the videographers not super crazy pricey, like $200-$300.
I mean, some people
nice
have
one.
hit us up, but to be honest, we're like como not too focused on that yet,
Mhm.
porque we're still trying to improve in our own instruments, and más como that we're all learning different instruments. We're trying to get better at that too.
That's good. That's really good to have that mentality to get better with your craft. So do you know whenever you put it on the
Yeah.
camera, it's gonna look good.
Cause we recorded a whole live album, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we did
Oh,
a
that's
whole
so
live
sad.
album of like covers of like songs that
Nos duró como
we felt it was like our best songs.
A whole day. It was a whole
The whole
day.
day.
We were
casi
recording
todo
like
el
a whole
día.
day. We were recording in my house with the mixer and
Ajá. Es cuando aprendimos cómo usar el mixer, conectar el mixer con el
Computer.
MacBook. Y después de ahí agarrar todo el sonido from our instruments y todo eso. Y eso that we had them connected to the speakers, from the speakers to the mixer and the mixer to the computer.
Yeah.
So we can hear ourselves and at the same time save the sounds. Y después por lo que hacíamos, we record for like, it was como 3 canciones en la misma vez.
Mhm.
Y después ya apagábamos todo y después lo escuchamos y después we didn't like the results. We had to change this, change that, change this. Y mover todas las cosas poco a poco y después fix each other. Porque cada vez we ended up messing up así de repente. Como, I messed up the requinto. I messed up on a voice. I messed up on un adorno y cosas así. Y así seguimos todo el día. Y después al último que como estábamos medias.
So you got the whole album recorded, just sitting on the shelf.
yeah, I have it on my phone right now. Yeah, on the next day I was checking it and I was like, I had to send a message to the boys. I was like, boys, I don't know about this album.
Porque si queríamos, we really wanted to drop it like a live album. We had the idea that
I
said
remember
eso.
both of them were excited. Like one day I was just driving. We were going to practice one day. And it's like, bro, we're doing a live album next week. I was like, wait, what? He was like, yeah, bro,
Era
we got
during
this planned out and everything, bro. I was like, I did not know about
I
this.
didn't get the memo.
Yeah, I didn't get the memo. And I was like, yeah, bro, next Wednesday, pull it to my crib.
That's because porque yo y él vamos a la escuela. So nos hablamos más y después iba a otra escuela. So we had more communication and we planned it to do it during spring break, right? It was during
yeah, it
spring
was
break.
spring break.
Y después pues ya hasta que le dijimos last minute a Andy. And
So you didn't even practice the album. Well, it's songs
Whoa.
that you
No,
played.
ya teníamos las
Mm.
canciones ya
Yeah.
well played. Solo eran de just record them y después
But I mean, we had the same problem. I mean, it wasn't the quality. It was more we didn't really know how high to put a guitar, how low to put a voice and stuff. And
how to adjust ourselves.
because when you put it live, like on the speakers, it sounds different than it sounds on the computer.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense. Like,
Okay, so it's awesome that you get to want to learn everything, but some of the affordable studios out there do put good quality. But at least y'all know what y'all like whenever y'all go to them. So don't get me wrong, it's good to learn it and want to get it done. But sometimes the artist focuses on the craft, and sometimes you outsource to a good studio, get your money together and have them, like, even if it's a song. But it's a good idea to know what you're looking for to whenever you're listening and recording.
Yeah.
If you have recorded a studio, and then you get the quality that you want. Unless if you're devoted and you have passion for it to get the quality right, then you can go ahead and do it. But there's some really good affordable studios that can get your quality that y'all want, so that way you have the sound and you'll be like, oh yeah. And you can even tap into what they're doing so you can learn. some game too, like what they like, what they do, and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been writing music like the whole time.
He likes writing music. Also.
Yeah, so I always wanted to put out music, but I always told them like, "Hey, bro, just like, can we put out a song?"
And I always tell him like, no.
No, the one thing that bothers me every time we record a song is the quality.
Yeah.
Again,
That's
there's
why.
some affordable studios in Denton, and look
yeah.
around. If you shop around, you'd be surprised how much do they charge per hour, and it's not crazy.
Yeah.
Even the videos itself, some of the gigs, put the money aside to that for whatever project you have, and then just get it done. So that way, again, it's awesome that you're wanting to learn it, but once you get the quality that you wanted, you'll be like, damn, that's what we were looking for.
Yeah,
because
well-
they know what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Well, I told the boys because I have a lot of songs that are like old. Like I even have like 2-year-old songs, and I kind of like regretted like to never like release them. So I mean, we've been talking. I'm trying to record all those songs in my house, just like since, I mean, in my opinion, they're probably not like the most amazing songs. But I told them like I don't want to feel like, oh, I never did that.
It's a great idea for you to have them recorded and
Yeah.
done. Why? Because later on, somebody might like them, or you can take them to another studio and you already have the baseline of what you want the idea of the song to be. So don't get me wrong, it's a great idea to have capture them, because sometimes you have ideas that leave you and you never come back. So it's good to lock them in, and then later on, maybe again, you can take it to a studio. This is what we have, and this is what the idea, and then make it into a badass song. So it's good. It's good to do that, because I always tell the story about Despacito. Luis Fonsi woke up with this out of a dream with this little humming, and that's all he wanted to do. He went to the studio and recorded just that little piece, Puerto Rico, and that's all he had in his head. 3 years later, he finally recorded the song that became one of the biggest things ever. So don't think that just because you're not getting them out and putting it out, that could be something. Like, keep doing that. But if you, when you're ready and you have the budget, that you can take it to a studio, start one by one and have them on the vault already. So whenever you start dropping, you be consistent. Like whenever I do episodes here, I record this, but I'm going to drop it 2 weeks. But I already have a couple episodes already ready to go. So I mean, I'm always going to stay consistent. Like every week on a Wednesday, I never felt that I drop one. Whether I get a lot of views or minimal views, but I'm going to always put something out. And that's the same thing for y'all. Even if y'all keep recording, not putting them out yet, even though it's awesome to release to everybody, but y'all have something in the vault. So before people are liking it, then you give them another one. Then you give them another one. You got them on the chamber ready to go. And then y'all stay consistent that way. That is so important. And it's not only me, but major established artists, they know that consistency is like one of the biggest things. Like always be on people's faces, always putting stuff out. And then even though you leave them wanting more sometimes, let them hold off and then just release another one. And then the videos, the visuals, they're super important. So whenever y'all ready in the quality, man, I can't wait to see one of y'all videos.
I just had a different mindset of just saying like, como, let's wait a little bit, and get better, and then like, cause I know what's happened to me from my songs that like I record them and I say like a year later, oh, I wish I did this, I wish I did that, and so to not stay with the regrets of not doing something that something from the future,
That's a great idea too, though, to keep getting better with practicing your craft, because you're only going to get better. Y'all keep playing. It only makes sense that y'all are, but it's good. But as artists, as creators, you have to know how to cut it and let it be to where you made all the changes for the things that you're going to put out, and let it be.
Yeah,
let it live its life and see what it's going to be. I can't wait to hear whatever you're going to do, and then keep doing that thing, because I'm pretty sure one of these days one of those is going to become something big. Okay, so now. What is so all that is in the works as far as y'all recording more songs and videos probably in the future and different things, the whole freaking album that you have, and that's an awesome idea. Okay, so real quickly, we have some time. If y'all want to do a little bit of playing for us, and then we set you up right here, and then we go ahead and do something. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll be right back with Movimiento Exclusivo. They're going to be doing something live. Stay tuned.
Somos sus compas del Movimiento Exclusivo. Y venimos aquí en esto que se llama el Centenario. De los corriditos del repertorio dice más o menos.
Dice compa Dani.
Si eres pobre te humilla la gente. Si eres rico te tratan muy bien. Un amigo se metió en la mafia porque pobre ya no quiso ser. Ahora tiene dinero Suena. El movimiento exclusivo. Si eres pobre te humilla la gente, si eres rico te tratan muy bien. Un amigo se metió a la mafia porque pobre ya no quiso ser. Ahora tiene dinero de sobra, por costales le pagan al mes. Todos le dicen el centenario por la joya que brilla en su pecho. Ahora todos lo ven diferente, se acabaron todos sus desprecios, no más porque trae carro del año, ya lo ven con el signo de peso. Dice, lo persigue el gobierno gabacho, pero no deja de trabajar. A Los Ángeles va cada rato y regresa con un dineral. Él recibe órdenes desde arriba y las cumple como de lugar.
Y seguimos con más corriditos, llamado Ojos Vendados.
Corre peligro en mi vida, que ahora nací no la aflojo. Me gusta la adrenalina, son mis mayores antojos. Yo me asombro de la vida, siendo vendado mis ojos. Dice más o menos.
Hoy nomás. Y puro movimiento exclusivo.
Corre peligro en mi vida, que ahora nací no la aflojo. Me gusta la adrenalina, son mis mayores antojos. Yo me sonrío de la vida, siendo vendado mis ojos. El miedo yo no conozco, eso viene por herencia. Mi sangre de color rojo, se derreman, envenenan. Mejor les dejo un consejo, que en el peligro se acerca. Una tecate el verano, un buen trago en el invierno. Un suspiro y me levanto, un cigarro para los nervios, para descargar el rancho, a donde yo me entrego nomás. Y seguimos con algo que viene pronto, con mi compa Dani.
De las inéditas por ahí, sus compas del movimiento exclusivo. Dice más o menos. 1, 2, 3. Dice. Mucha gente ha hablado, pero nunca lo han intentado. Y los que sí se pasaron, estos muy caro fue lo que pagaron. Aquí no andamos con mamadas, traemos cuernos y lanzagranadas. No se me pongan enfrente, porque en corto un plomazo en la frente. Aquí no hay miedo a la muerte, comprobado ha sido por mi gente. Si nos retan atacamos, saben que no somos dejados. No busquen lo que no quieran, no busquen lo que ustedes no puedan. Mejor sigan su camino, porque acá en corto yo los termino. La vida no es fácil, de morro yo le batallé. Moviendo kilitos, terminé ahora donde terminé. Matando y ganando, así es como la he movido yo. Yo no me arrepiento, vivir la vida que vivo yo. más o menos de las cinetas del Movimiento Exclusivo.
And we are back. Thank you very much. We appreciate y'all
Yeah.
playing. And again, I can't wait to do all the stuff that y'all have in mind. Y'all still young. If y'all stay consistent, if y'all stay together and keep working on your craft, man, I can't wait to see what y'all have. Real quickly before I let y'all go, all your social media, where can they find you at?
Let's plug the Movimiento Exclusivo. So on TikTok, y'all can find us as Movimiento Exclusivo. On Facebook, you can find us as
Movimiento dot.
no, that's Instagram.
Oh, that's.
On Facebook is Grupo Movimiento Exclusivo.
And then on Instagram is Movimiento dot exclusivo.
Yeah,
Okay.
because Movimiento Exclusivo was taken.
All right. So make sure y'all go follow them and hit them up, run the numbers up. The persistence that y'all have as far as even the tacos y trocas to get in, even though y'all were told multiple times, and I know I already repeated that, but it's crazy that y'all didn't give up, you know? And then the fact that y'all are young and like figuring different things out to make it work, that itself is pretty awesome. And the fact that you already have some artists go forever without putting anything on Spotify or YouTube, but y'all have some stuff already. So that's pretty dope. And the fact that everything's connected with the internet and y'all songs, I'm pretty sure is getting touched and heard in different places. Movimiento Exclusivo, you are a global Latin factor. So appreciate y'all coming in. One last question real quickly before I let y'all go. If anyone was to Google y'all or look you up many years from now, whether it's individually or as a group, what do you hope for them to find? Whether it's in a Google or search engine. We're going to start with Idol.
Probably. Let me think.
That you were in love.
Nah.
I'm kidding, brother. Go ahead.
Say how he started, probably. Like the equipment, I don't know, instruments, you can say.
Like how your early beginnings and how you got to the point where you're at. And that's what's up.
I want them to find all the vlogs. That would sum up a nice amount of what we've been through.
I want to see like those videos when they be like comparing the groups when they started
Oh,
to now. Like,
The
I
then
mean,
and now.
obviously we don't know if we're gonna make it or anything, but hopefully if one day we do become something or we get better, I want them to compare like, oh man, they sounded like that and now they sound
I
like
knew those guys. Oh my god.
What's cool with you?
So yeah, they can see our old videos how we used to play and stuff.
Like I should have got with him. I should have broken his heart. Look at him now.
No, I got someone
we
else.
dream
I
big.
got someone else.
Yeah, not no more. That you gone.
I'm a Monday for someone else.
All right.
Nah.
Well, I appreciate y'all very much. Thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you.
Thank you.
This was
Thank
another
you.
episode of the Global Latin Factor podcast. Remember, we are just like you. We are the spice in this melting pot that it is the world. Till next time. ¿Qué pasó, mi gente? What's going on? Thank you very much for checking out this episode of the Global Latin Factor podcast, where I hope that you are enjoying the content. If you are, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Tell somebody and help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers for this channel. Again, thank you very much. Go subscribe. We appreciate it.
What is the la Vigo? Walks like a pero but in fact is a flamingo. Coming to Havana and reach from Puerto Rico. On a pirate ship, you don't know where do we go. The birds of the jungle chasing fortune and fame, but Juan is flamingo is no